Well, Alan, firstly, congratulations. Before the game started, we had 4 games left this season, and hopefully it's going to be a couple more. But was this the way the game panned out in terms of how you thought in formation and the way the team shaped up?
No, we probably want to get on the front foot a little bit more, try to say to the players, be a little bit more positive, a little bit more energy. We seem to do it really well in the second half, and can we do that in the first half? And we never really got going, or maybe a little bit of indecision, and they pressed high, and it took us too long maybe to work out how to get out. And then probably the only good bit of play we had in the first half, put a couple of passes together and we score a goal, and it is probably against the run of play, but I thought we defended really well today. So even though we didn't play particularly well and they had us penned in a little bit, we defended the 18-yard box really well. I think Brian made 1 save in the first half. So kind of just happy to go in half-time, 1-0 up, probably a touch fortunate. Second half, again, probably just wanted a little bit more from the strikers, a little bit better understanding how you're going to get out. I think we did that a little bit better in the second half, and we brought more energy. We seem to bring more energy every second half, so I don't know why they can't do it from the first, something I need to work out. And Shanley then gets a penalty just out of sheer perseverance. So once that goes in, I felt quite comfortable. And even though they kind of threw men forward, and they were nearly 4-2-4 or something near the end, we defended again quite well. Brian maybe 1 or 2 saves, but nothing where he's having to throw himself against the box, and all the crosses and throw-ins that they put in the box, and they ask a lot of questions of it. I thought we dealt with that really well today.
Yeah. You welcomed Robertson back into the squad, which he's been out for a number of weeks, so it's one more, in terms of the quality that we're going to get back, and Callum Crane was in at your starting 11 again.
Yeah, so from last week we've Crane and Travis back and John back as well, so just to have those extra numbers, more options off the bench. Squad's probably looking as strong as it can, or has been in the last couple of weeks, so just to be able to change a couple of things, to get John back on the pitch. Craney did well at left back, and when he went in midfield, and just those options, Ben starting at the back and be able to go in midfield, so just being able to move things around, and not really weaken the team, was a really good positive to come out with today, and we'll just build on that. So John will only get better, and he just gives you another option up there. I know I haven't worked with him, I know what I'll get from him, but just even when Tapping had to come off or Innes had to come off, we had options to change that today, and we were able to see the game through, and that's probably the pleasing thing. Yeah,
going on 30 minutes and talking about the first goal to Danny Hanlon for a sweet finish.
Yeah, it was good. It was good play. We went down one side and we switched the play, a couple of passes. I think we lose the ball and we get it back quickly, and it comes into Danny and he scores. Sweeps it into the goal, and it's a really good finish, but we didn't do that enough, and that's probably we threatened at times to do it, and the opportunities were there to do it, and we just didn't recognise where the spaces were and how quite to get out past their press. But when we did it, and we did it well on that occasion, we get a really good goal, and it just gave us something to hang on to then. And listen, we probably did have to write a look in terms of not having enough of the ball and where the game was played. But pleased to be going in at half-time 1-0 up.
Yeah, and also your assistant Mark Kerr, he was fairly vocal in the first half, and I think he was probably maybe looking at that middle third and just making sure we were competing and we needed to be in areas that, where the ball was. Yeah,
listen, I brought him in because he's got good experience. He's been a manager, played centre midfield his whole career. I know what my strengths are and what I can do, and I know what he can do. And listen, we spoke about it, and what do I want from him? And listen, if he sees problems and he can fix them. And again, it's little details and how we solve some problems and were we getting it quite right. And we probably didn't in the first half. Again, much better in the second half. But no, if he can see a problem and he can fix it, but just letting someone know or little things, then that's what he's here to do.
Yeah. Going into the second half, I thought that Forfar changed their tactics a bit. They went longer. And they were throwing more balls on Brian, which he was coping with.
Yeah, so they get into the final third. They ask a lot of questions here. They put the ball in the box, but I thought we defended really well, whether it was Ben at the back or when Travis came on, and I think it probably helped us in there just to win headers, to win the first and second ball. Brian being positive, taking some crosses. I think he had to deal with 1 or 2 shots, but nothing that he's thrown himself across the goal. I thought we kind of managed that quite well, and then when we could play, we did play much better in the second half, so we were able to get up to the strikers who linked it a little bit better, and get us up the pitch, and I thought we managed it much better in the second half, but it probably just took too long to get going today. But listen, it's a really good win against a team that's above us and already secured their place in the playoffs last week. They made just one change from that team, so I think the boys deserve a lot of credit today for the win.
Yeah, and as you say, if you look at other results today, I know the 3 points today doesn't guarantee us anything, but it's one less fixture. The guys are getting momentum, and it's rolling on to the next game. Yeah,
it's decent to get 4 points out of Kelty and Forfar. I think is decent, and it's like you say, it's another good amount for our total, but also it's just like you say, one game less. It's still in our hands, and can we just keep picking up the points that gives us enough to get into playoffs?
Yeah, start preparing for Cowdenbeath soon.
Yeah, I'll get their footage of their game, and I'll watch that. I've watched their last one already, so I know what to expect already. Have an eye on my team already, so it's preparation starts now.
Yeah, and can you just tell us at the end, we saw obviously Dennis Murray coming off with a shoulder. Any update on that?
No, he just. I thought it was a foul. I think the ball's going out of play, and they'll argue it's a shoulder, but I think we were in control of the situation. Yeah. But these things happen. I think he just fell awkwardly, but it didn't come out, and it's just fallen awkwardly. So it's just a little bit more precaution. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah. Thanks very much for that.
No problem. Cheers.
Thanks.